Hello everybody, this is the TheMeanOnes. Just going to give you an overview of my latest, well, this is it's a UI overhaul mod that's actually server-side that I've done. I just wanted to give you a quick overview of it to show you kind of the features, because there are so many features that I've packed into it, and there's going to be so many more features that will come in the coming weeks and coming months as I build onto it. It's just a lot for just a photo or something like that to show. So as you can tell already, you can see that the buttons and stuff, like the spawn button, it's very crisp looking. So I've changed obviously the way the buttons look and the text. So we spawn in and you can see a lot of different changes. So you can look up at the compass here and you can see that it's got like a gradient type feel to it. It's got the day on one side and the time on the other. I've put a button for a background for the pine forest up top, so makes it look a little more clean and sleek with the design here. If you look at the bottom left, you've got all your buff indicators above your health, your stamina, your food, and your water, so that's kind of nice to have there. You know, just real slick looking. It's not like too bulky, it's not it's not ugly, it's just kind of like the best of everything. If you look down at the toolbar, you'll see that it's obviously a different shaded color now. With that being said, you do have the level indicator up top, and obviously as you level up, that bar will fill. So I decided to kind of keep that there just to streamline a little bit, because I know so many people are used to that bar being there, so it's kind of nice to keep it there. If you look at the items in my hand, you'll see that the number of items in that stack is actually centered at the bottom. I really liked that. I thought that was a cool feature. We go into the backpack. Obviously, you can tell there's some differences here. Like we've got a larger queue, add an additional box onto the queue for you to craft more. The backpack is obviously, this is like for the standard backpack, and I will release like compatibility patches over the next week or so for my 90 slot, my 200 slot, and I'll even be releasing an additional 120 slot backpack for this mod. So as you could tell, like this menu is very crisp. It looks different than it used to, obviously. Same layout, just better color schemes. You go through clicking on the items, you could tell that the items are very crisp. They're outlined. They're I would say almost like an HD feel to them. So if you click through those, you can kind of tell. But so let's go down to the weapons here. So yeah, so okay, so weapons, we'll get to that in a second. So obviously, so I went onto this menu. It's a lot more crisp than it used to be. Same with the waypoints. I kind of went with a theme here. And obviously I've got this up at the top here. I've did glowing transparent buttons. So I just thought it looked kind of cool, and you know, went with what the color of this XP bar is. So nothing's really changed here yet. I have prepared it for the future, however, for me to add a lot to it. So I do plan on that. Same with quests. I just kind of made it look a little more clean. Same here, just a little more clean. Obviously players, it looks a lot more crisp, a little more clean. So now let's get into the big features. So now the durability of the items and like the quality is now shown. So you've got obviously let's see here, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 5, 6. Okay, so you've got these different weapons, right? So let's just show you. So obviously normally, you know, it's just kind of like a durability bar with like the color of what the tier of the weapon is at the very bottom, but I've actually changed that. I made it an offset of a white, and I did the full icon. The back of the icon is the durability. But also with that, I added another feature. in slot number 2, you can see that it's slowly turning white, and that's actually a radial durability setting that I put on there. So once that goes all the way around and it's fully white, you know your weapon's broken. So that's just kind of like one of those things. Something else I did add with this is for every weapon type that you have, like so level 2, I added one of my my item modifier mods. I incorporated it into this as well. So like level 1 you get 1, level 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, obviously 5, and then 6 you get 6. So that was kind of like something that I wanted to do to keep it a little more streamlined, you know, and just make it make sense. I mean, it's got to make sense, right? So, so another thing, let's go here to the, let's go to a trader. I'll show you what I did here. Let's see here. So when you look at the door, obviously I've changed up some things. I've went into the localization and put some color onto everything. So,
you look like you're tired of walking, friend. How about I set you up with a nice ride? You look like you can handle your... You must have more guts than you can hang on your fence.
let me show you real quick. Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna go over here because I've got to do this first little bit for, you know, to be able to show you all. So yeah, so I'll just go down under the map here. Now I'm gonna go back over here. So when you go to the trader,
Doggone it. I can't find my impact. I'm prouder than a peacock that you got that job done. Good job.
so now I've added, like, not only do you see the tier, but you see what building or residence or like what POI you're going to go to, how far it is, and which direction you need to go. So that's added for all of them, so it kind of just gives you a better idea of where you're headed. So if you don't want to go to one of those stupid hard POIs or one that's laid out kind of funny, you can not go to it and have an idea of where you're headed. So so yeah, I thought that was a pretty neat little feature. So if you go to your vehicles, another small thing that I've done here is, let me show you. So when you place down your vehicle, the gas indicator and the durability indicators, they match up with the HUD. Obviously I didn't want to half you know what this, so they completely match up with the HUD on the left side for like your health and stamina and everything. So I kind of wanted to keep it streamlined, and I think I did pretty well on that. But so for XP, let me just kind of show you. So if you'll look down here at this bar, for XP, as you gain XP, just kind of rose up. So just like anything else, obviously it's going so quick it takes a second for it to catch up. But so we have that, and what else here? So yeah, we kind of just went and did that. I changed up a couple other small things as well. You'll see those in the localization when you start playing more. But aside from that, yeah, this is just kind of like a initial step. Oh yeah, so the forge. So you'll notice as well about the forge. I did forget that. So with your forge, it comes automatically with the 3 slots. So I added my 3 slot mod into this as well. I figured that was kind of important too. But we have that in here, and yeah, so overall this was a pretty decent sized project. I wanted to make something a little more immersive for those people that kind of enjoyed the server side setting for mods, and to give them more of a custom feel for the, you know, their players. You know, nothing's worse than joining into a server side mod only server and everything feeling so generic. So I kind of wanted to put something out here for all of my followers, you know, that was kind of unique, and just different. So there's going to be more that comes to this. Eventually it will be incorporated into my overhauls and my farm pack, and you'll see that as well, because there's going to be a lot of different changes with this over the coming months and probably years. I plan on really digging deep into this. Um, but I just want to say thank you to all my followers and the people that have been downloading my mods, and that support me and everything. It's very much appreciated, and I'll keep bringing good content, server side and client side, obviously, to each and every one of you, to give you the best gaming experience out there. That's and top quality stuff. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you in my Discord, hopefully. So we'll talk soon, okay?